Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at the new flash hider from Meridian Defense, the FH4. When I first heard about this product coming out, I was really excited because Meridian Defense made two really good compensators, and as you can tell from previous reviews I've done. So I was really excited to hear that they were coming out with a flash hider. Now, as you guys know, with AKs, they do have a lot of muzzle flash when shooting them, so having something to reduce that is really nice. Now, for choosing a muzzle device like this, which one you're going to prefer, you're going to have to decide what you would rather have and not have. So with the BD3 and BD2, these are going to be compensators, so they're going to be reducing recoil. Muzzle flash is probably going to be a little worse with this because it's blowing all the gas off to the side. But if you guys really want that flash down and kept into a minimal, then this flash hider is going to be the one for you. I'm probably going to do a video here later on about the difference between compensators, flash hiders, and the benefits and downfalls of each. But with these three, you have options. That's what's nice about them making this FH4 is they give you options now. You have a smaller compensator, a long compensator, and now a flash hider. So you're going to be able to have different options. And then with AKs, they're so simple to switch. There's no timing involved like an AR-15. All you have to do is take your thumb or a device to press this button right here, and this one has multiple notches. These ones have one notch on the top there, and you just go ahead and thread it on until it locks into that position. So there's no timing involved, which is really convenient. So you could buy two of these, three of these like I have, and be able to take them on and off within seconds very easily depending on what you're doing that day. For packaging, they haven't changed anything from the previous product, so if you've gotten anything from them before, you'll be used to it. So it's the exact same, but if you're not used to it, what it is it twists off here, and then they have little foam inserts here on either side. This one goes on the top of that one, and then there's another one in there. Your device goes right in the middle, and so it's protected in there nicely when it's completely packed in. It doesn't shake or move around in there. I have about 200 rounds through this muzzle device so far, and I gotta say it does really good at keeping that flash down and making it not so much of a fireball when shooting, which can be a little bit distracting at nighttime. I actually have some nighttime footage of this that I'm gonna share a little bit later in the video, so stay tuned for that. But when shooting this at nighttime and you're shooting rapidly, it's really hard to keep that sight picture when you're having the flash in the front. Meridian Defense does a really good job of making their products aesthetically pleasing, and this one's no different. You've got these four prongs here, and it kind of reminds me of a crown look to it. And then you have these notches here, and what those are used for is bringing this as tight and as flush as possible to your front sight post with this notch. Instead of these ones that have to be put in that top and upright position with that one notch, you are able to get this with multiple notches so you can put it a little bit closer and avoid having that gap. So it's a nice little feature on those. And this is a little higher priced AK, so it doesn't really have that issue. These ones sit flush as well, so I haven't ran into that problem. But if you have like an IO, Century Arms, something a little bit cheaper on that end, sometimes they aren't made well enough to where that's going to sit flush. I've heard of some issues with people putting muzzle devices on AKs and not having them sit as flush as possible, and I really don't like that look. I like the fact that this sits as flush as possible. It can't get any tighter, and it looks like it's one with the gun instead of kind of being hodgepodged on there, I guess. Let's go ahead and go over and look over some features of this. You're looking at $60 for this device. So not really a bad price for what you're looking at. A lot of muzzle devices are around that $50 to $100 range, depending on what you're looking at. This is made of 17-4 heat-treated stainless steel. It is a 14x1 thread. It is 2.5 ounces in weight, and you're looking at about just over 2 inches in length. When purchasing a muzzle device, it really is going to come down to two things. One is looks, and that's all going to be personal preference on what you prefer and what you like. And second is going to be how it functions. Does this function the way it should be or the way they say it does? So the best way to go ahead and show you guys that is to go ahead and shoot this at night and see how well it actually does mitigate that flash. So as you could tell from those two videos, this thing does a really good job at keeping that muzzle flash down and to a minimal. I've got some screenshots that I'll be posting on the Instagram that really show the difference and the fact that there really is no muzzle flash coming off of this rifle when shooting. At least nothing that I could pick up on the camera. But if you guys want a product like this, make sure you guys go check out Meridian Defense. They have a lot more products as well on their website. They make AKs, and eventually we're going to get our hands on one of those. I love their Volk. It's one of the coolest looking AKs I've seen before. So go ahead and check them out. And as always, like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, and we appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.